Okay, today is July, I think 14th, Monday, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm in Meridian, Idaho, and I'm standing here with my truck all packed up for camping. I got the pontoon boat ready to go. All the neighbors are going off to work, and I'm headed to Lake Pend Oreille, which is 473 miles north. So I recently had the motor of this Dodge Durango blow, and so about 4 weeks ago it got a brand new motor. So we're hoping that everything goes well with the truck and the boat. So I'm on my way. Well, right now I'm in Washington. I came up over the pass. I drove into Oregon. There's this little gauge up here on the top here which shows how many miles to E, and definitely using a lot more gas than I thought I would be doing. And I got to one gas station with 2 miles left on the little gauge. Here, I'm going to turn the camera right there. Still got the pontoon boat back there. Otherwise, everything's holding up across the Columbia River. So far, I've used 37 gallons of gas, and I figure I got about another 20 more gallons to go before I get to the lake. All right, checking back later. I had to jump back on here. Something interesting is how hot it is. Right now the temperature outside, according to the truck, which I always thought was accurate, it says 123 degrees outside, so that's freaking cooking. I'm in Spokane now, and it's coming down, rain is coming down like crazy. So I pulled in under this little gas station thing just to get my boat out of the rain. But went from 120 degrees, I can't tell what the temperature is now, but it kind of helped because at one point I had to turn on the heater in the truck just to keep the truck from overheating going up the hills. So anyways, I'm going to sign out. Well, I've come 440 miles. I'm going to spend the night at the Walmart parking lot. So I'm sitting up in my boat, just watching the sky. Lots of rain has come down. I got the top up, but I had to take it down, and got the coolers all full of food and drinks and ice. There's inside the truck there, if you can see, let's see if I can point over there, there's the bed, and I got to move all that stuff out there. I'm going to open up the bed and sleep, and I'll be ready to go tomorrow. I've got about 30 miles, or maybe less than that, 20 miles to get to the lake. So anyway, signing out for the night. Well, it is 8:15 in the morning. It's July 15th, 2014. Tried to sleep last night at Walmart. Didn't go too well, so I ended up coming down here about 3:45 in the morning. It was quite the night. Still wearing the same clothes, but the good news is I should be out there with the boat in the water here probably about 20-30 minutes. Alright, signing out. Well, I'm on the southern tip of Lake Pend Oreille. I'll have to get the map out, but I'm in one little teeny peninsula of it, and it goes up north, I guess 45 miles. You can go up the river channels. I could be heading in one direction, probably about 60-65 miles. So I got probably, I'm guessing about 18 gallons of fuel. I'm trolling. There's a wind headed towards me, so I'm having a hard time kind of keeping the boat centered, but I'll just show you the area. So back there's the very southern tip, and then if you go up that way, that channel is going to go back probably about a half mile to a mile back to Bayview, and then Out there's the open water. And you can see these beautiful pine trees. Anyways, signing out and catch up with you in a little bit. Okay, it's time to work on some lunch. So I got the barbecue. You gotta watch it because I got a bunch of hamburger grease on there. But I'm cooking a pizza right now on the barbecue here. Had to take down one of the fishing poles. Still haven't caught a fish yet. That's Bayview over there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some sailboats all around here. It looks like there's some smoke in the air too, probably a fire somewhere. And it's still pretty windy. The wind's coming this way, so it's hard for me to go against it. It's slow because it keeps turning me. So what I decided to do is just slow down and then go in so that I can barbecue. Alright, signing out. Okay, got a little map out here. Now it's 1:30 in the afternoon. I've had lunch, had a good pizza. Took forever to make a cup of coffee, but I got one. Got the fishing poles back in the water. The depth finder, which is kind of screwing up, but I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can. I got the thing reversed, but I got 1,000 feet, and it's showing fish. I think the highest up is 70, down to 500 feet down. And I'm only running about 30 feet so far with the downrigger, so maybe I need to drop down further, I'm not sure. But not as worried about catching fish right now as setting up the boat and everything. Here's the map. I don't know if you can see that, but there's Bayview, which is still back there. You can kind of see it going in there. It's like a little village there. And then that would be Cape Horn right there. So I need to get up here for the next gas station and stuff. So I'll go up there and try to get ice and stuff. And now the wind stopped, so I should be able to head in a straight line. And unless I start drinking too much beer, then I might get a little weeby out there. But we'll see how it goes. Signing out.
From the biggest names in electronic dance music to the celebrities who are obsessed with it, this is a Bender you'll want to remember. Get up! The Bender, Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific on Sirius XM BPM.
Okay, there's a bald eagle right up there that just landed, and we're headed right towards it. So, let's see, right there he's in the center of it. You see a little white dot? Oh, now I moved the camera. I'm trying to look, see what he's doing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, right there. Trying to keep it centered. And watch the bottom. I got downriggers down. I have to watch. There's a point right there. Oh, cool. Yeah, there he is. Probably says, if you were a little smaller, I'd eat you. There goes the bald eagle.
She still lives with her mom outside. Down that street about a half mile. And all her friends tell her that she's so she'd be a whole lot prettier, you know, if she smile once in a while. But you know, even her smile looks like a frown. She's seen her share of devils in the angels.
I'm kind of not sure what's going to happen tonight. I don't quite know where I'm at on the lake. I see there's a bay over there. There's a bay over there. I'll probably end up just tying up and trying to find a spot to sleep. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Well, it's nighttime. Just found a little wooden dock, and hopefully nobody's going to kick me off of it or drive by and harass me or anything. I stopped and I asked for directions. I found out that I had passed the city of Hope, which is down there, and I can get gas and they have restaurants and stuff like that. So I'm going to be heading over there tomorrow. I'm a little bit beat up for the day, I think. I don't know if you can see my thumb here. It's all sliced from fishing line. And legs are all got some blisters on the feet. I don't know if you can see that from the sandals. And it'll be interesting. It's a wooden dock here, and you know, I don't know how many spiders will be climbing onto the boat with me during the night, but I think it'll be all right. Okay, signing out. Okay, I'm just about to go to bed. Out on the water. I think you can see the top there. So that's the top of the boat, the cover. And then under there is my little cubby hole. There's a mattress under there, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mattress under there. I got the stereo going, I got pillows, real comfortable. Here's my midnight survival kit. I got a flashlight, a knife, I got a foghorn. If anything jumps on the boat with me, I'm gonna scare the shit out of it, because I'll be scared shitless. But alright, off to bed.
But if you're gonna take forever, I hope I live forever less a day. 'Cause I can't live without you next to me. No, I can't live without you next to me. I wanna just open your arms alone, nothing but our skies. Oh, just open your arms alone, nothing but our skies.
Ordeal. The mind boggles from thinking
Well,
about spending 5 years in the hands of the Taliban. Imagine your worst nightmare. That's all I'll say on that.
Well, CNN's Ed Lavendera is in Dallas, arrests Marine Corps JAG officer and military judge.
Well, it's morning. I'm eating breakfast here. I got some bacon wrapped steak tenderloins. Still docked up on the dock here. I kept the radio going all night long. I just got finished barbecuing. Got the coffee pot out there. My coffee pot doesn't work very well. It heats up where it plugs in. I'm gonna go try to find that city Hope and try to get gas and ice and that kind of stuff. And then I guess probably about 10 miles around that way would be Sandpoint. And so I'll probably head that way. Maybe I'll get a hotel tonight. I'm starting to get pretty stinky. Definitely got pretty hot last night. Okay, signing out. So a little bit about the boat and the barbecuer. This is a new boat, 2014 Sweetwater 2286 is the one. I've got the one top on here, and then I've got on order the second top, but it's taken forever, so it's like 3 months and we still don't have it. So that's kind of a pain, but love the couches. Each of those have got storage in there. Last night I ran the radio all night. I could have ran a light. And what I've got going on is I have 2 batteries on here and a switch. And so, let's see if, there it is. I don't know if you can see that, but I have it on number 2. So there's 2 batteries in here. And then so I'm not touching one of the batteries, so I always have that one, but it's still showing like 12 volts, so I could definitely still start it. And then it's this motor's got a 35 amp alternator, so it puts out plenty of juice. Oh, I got to pick up my laundry here before I go. I'm just about to shove off. Oh, the barbecuer is kind of cool. So I had this custom mounted on there, and that's for the downriggers. And then I've got the 2 holes, and then it fits this fencing here. And so this is just a regular, I don't know, 25 by 17 inch barbecue or something. It's a pretty big one. But I bought it new for about 40 bucks or 30 bucks. And then I took off the bottom stuff, and then I just screwed, went to Home Depot. I got the elbow joints for the fencing here, and then kind of angled those out so that basically the 2 near holes are right there, and then it V's out like that. That's how it supports the barbecuer. And then I put the little bracket on here, and these are on loose. That holds it on there. I can pop that off, and then I can slide that elbow thing out, and it folds down. Normally it rides under there. This is where, let me show you the storage here. So this is normally where I have my barbecuer and downriggers and stuff. So everything is all in that compartment. And there's plenty of room in there, but it's like a gigantic toy box. This boat does have a porta potty in here. So far, nobody's yet to use it, but that thing pops up, and then it creates a little private area, and then there's a porta potty in there. So that's out. Hopefully later I'll get to show you the live well. Okay, signing out. Okay, I think this is Hope here. Let's see, are we filming? Yeah. Alright. Looks like a pretty little town. Now there's boats all over, big marina there. Looks like it's kind of in that giant cove here. Really beautiful. There's houses and cabins all along there. Okay, gotta sign out. Oh, I'm just leaving the harbor. I was kind of disappointed. They had ethanol gas, so I only picked up 5 gallons. As a boat owner, you don't want to ever put ethanol in your gas tank because it causes water to stick to it. But so I did put a little bit of ethanol in my boat motor, but Sandpoint's up about 15 miles is what they said. So I still have a lot of lake to go. I ended up getting 4 bags of ice, which is good. And then the best thing is a piping hot cup of coffee. They had a real nice bathroom up there, so I took advantage of that. I'm good to go for a little bit. And they gave me tons of inspiration. On their wall they had a whole wall with 20-pound Kamloops trout mounted all over it, and so I definitely think I need to catch a big one. So I'm going to sign out and figure out how to catch a fish. It's kind of tough because the water's 75 degrees. I know if it was end of September, October, I'd be catching fish because it's hard to entice them up towards the top, but I'll try to get down where the kokanee are and see if I can't catch fish. Looks like I'm filming. Okay, so I'm out on the lake. I'm trying to spool some line on my pole. Let's see. Oh, I can't switch it. Just kind of show you the little setup there. So I got this little guy here. Got some new line. I have to hold that on there. Anyways, working hard on the fishing. Caught a, definitely the kokanee are biting, but they're just little guys. But I want to catch the fish that are eating the kokanee. So, anyways, signing out. Well, I got some hope. Changing up the tactics. I'm catching these little rainbows that are about 5 or 6 inches long, and also catching kokanee that are that size. I've got these really nice rapalas that are the exact size, and I'm in this weird bay where it's only like 25 feet deep. So I pulled up the downriggers and I was running fast, and I had a fish hit that pole so dang hard he ran out 100 feet, and I was turning the boat around trying to chase him, and the hook came out. So I'm really hopeful, but that was a big fish. That was probably it's hard to guess, but it was bigger than any trout that I've ever caught before. That's for sure. That thing was just really working me. But maybe I need to have more tension on him. I'm not sure, but it's really sad to lose a fish like that after coming so far. But I'm going to keep circling around. So there's a little, well, there's a big hotel over there, and then there's a lot of houses and stuff. The lake's only about 30 feet deep. It just continues to be very, very shallow here. So I'm thinking that maybe that's Stanley, or not Stanley, Sandpoint, and then I'm getting near the end of the lake. There's a big bridge there, but honestly, once again, I have no clue where I'm at, except for I know I'm in Lake Pend Oreille. So that's about all I know. So I'll sign out and check in later. Okay, this is a little scary. I think this is where the gas station is. Oh, let's see. Pump out station. Huh. I'm not sure. And then there's this weird little bridge thing here, and there's a boat coming through there. So I guess I go up the canal there. Pretty sure this is Sandpoint. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, that looks like the place. I see some signs over there. Alright, signing out. Oh, I kind of screwed that up. There's a pump station there, and then they say now carrying ethanol-free gasoline. And then I talked to the gal who was pumping the gas, and then after she put the gas in, she said, "Oh, the ethanol-free gas is actually in the back." So, got it. 12 gallons of ethanol now in the tank, but hopefully I'll burn it all off, and then I do have a full tank. That's a good thing. So. I did make it to Sandpoint, so I did run the whole lake. Hopefully I can make it back to my truck. I don't even know. Yeah, I think I'll be able to find it. Anyways, I want to get back to fishing. I had that one big fish on, and I want to get back there and try to hook them up again. I got one more pizza, so I got that on the barbecue, and I'm heading over to Hope. That was a pretty nice place. Maybe they can let me more there. So I got the pizza on the barbecue. It's smoking. I got lots of wind coming at me, some waves, but that point over there, that was where I hooked that fish. I'm thinking that, you know, because I was seeing 50 feet on the depth finder, and that's what I got right here. And so it might have been where it comes into the shallow end. I don't know, but it was right along here that I was catching the 5-inch rainbows. They were hitting, it's a long kokanee lure, or a long lure, probably about 3 inches, that looks like a kokanee salmon. And then I have a real small little trout rapala that I had on, and on that little tiny trout rapala I was catching kokanee. So, but I do know that fish are cannibals, and I would think that a big old rainbow would recognize a rainbow and say, that looks good. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But so I got the lures out there and the pizza on. I'm trying to make it back over to Hope, which is probably about 4 miles over there, and then talk him into letting me moor there, which means that I want to rent a dock space there, and I'd probably feel a little better, because I get really nervous about camping out in the boonies with food and stuff like that, because there's bears and all that other crap around here. So anyways, signing out. Well, I'm somewhere on Lake Pend Oreille. I think the Clark Fork is over there. I don't know if you can see, but it's just like probably about 15 miles over that way. I ended up going back to that same dock that I slept at the night before, and then some guy came down and kicked me off of it when the wind was blowing. So it was kind of a long night. I got onto another dock, and then the wake was coming in, so I had to, you know, get up and then move the boat around to the other side. And then I don't know, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was thinking, gosh, I bet those fish are biting right now. And you know, from experience in the summer, the fish like to come up and feed right before dawn. So I was up super early. I didn't catch any fish, and just been puttering around. I got some dogs on the barbecue right now, and not sure how the day's gonna go. Right now I've got a flatfish out there, which is I've never caught anything off of them, but I've got one that's out there. It's a great big a silver and blue one, and so it's probably out there, I don't know, 150 feet and about 25 feet down. And then on this one, I've got a great big green one, and it's on the sturgeon rod with a great big 6-ounce weight. So it's probably about 50 feet down. And the depth finder, I don't know if you can see that, but 786 feet deep there. And there's something that, I don't know, there might be a big fish down there, but depth finder sure has a hard time with these with this big water out here. But it sure is pretty out here. I don't know if you can see. Okay, signing out. I was fishing and I looked over and I just saw all these whitecaps coming in. And there was just like no hint or anything. I don't feel like any super wind. If you look out there, it's pretty calm water. There's a little breeze moving off of there, but there's something nasty coming in. So I haven't quite got my fishing poles all geared up. But it's time to move the opposite direction of that shit coming in. I pulled into the Clark Fork. and that little windstorm is out there. It was pretty weird looking from where I was sitting. It looked like a big tidal wave, and there wasn't any wind on me yet. And so I don't know, this looks like a pretty good place where maybe I can camp. There's some bugs coming off of this this little peninsula thing, so the wind's blowing. I don't know how bad the bugs are going to be here, but I don't think anybody's going to harass me. And then it says that it's like a public dock, so nobody should harass me unless they want to mug me. But I don't know, I gotta take a look at this wind here. I wasn't quite sure. I tried to call, I guess there's a hotel somewhere out here, and if I could get a place to put the boat in and get a good night's sleep, I'd probably love that. But man, welcome to the ocean. This is pretty cool, these little rocks here. Yeah, I've heard stories about there being 7-foot waves out here, but I would expect there to be a storm or something coming, not just middle of the afternoon, this kind of shit. I feel pretty confident in my boat, but that would be some nasty ass shit to get stuck in, and I'm hoping everybody that's out there is okay, because it came up fast. Wow. Yeah, I started coming around this little corner over here, and then I'm like, well, I know Hope's over that way, but then I remembered it's probably about 12 miles that way. And the worst thing you want to do is go inside when it's still storm. So the best thing to do is go right with it, and hopefully there was. I started coming up this and it started getting shallow, and I'm like, oh shit, am I going to have to go 20 miles up a gravel stream or something? I don't know. But I'm lucky. Whew. To sleep. Okay, got my nap spot set up. It's just basically mosquito tarp on my bed and here in the shade, and still got the waves and everything going on. So this tree up here keeps creaking, and the wind's kind of blowing this way, so I'm hoping that it doesn't tip over on me. Alright. Okay, signing out. A few hours has passed. I tried to go out fishing a little bit earlier, and then it was still too rough, but it's starting to really settle down. I can still hear a couple waves, but I think that I'm going to camp here for tonight. I ended up having to move the boat over here to get in the wind to get out keep the bugs from attacking me. I want to show off all these smallmouth bass, but I was walking over there and I got my lure caught in the mosquito net, and ended up having to cut out a whole bunch of that just to get my lure back. But if you, I'll tune back in here in just a second and I'll show you all these smallmouth bass. There's thousands of them down here. Okay, let's see if I can cast and reel and film with the same hand here. Kind of cool. So I'm just going to flip that over there. And got to get a little closer where we can see the lure. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't know if you can. Oh, there's one. So that lure is just sitting out there on top of the water, and I can't do it. And it looks like I got my thing all messed up. Alright, I'll just pause it and catch one for you. Yeah, about 2 seconds after I put the phone down, I caught one of those little ones. Basically, in the summertime, all these little 8-inch bass just overtake everything. And if you're fishing the shallows, they're super aggressive. There's little bass coming up trying to hit that one. Alright, I'm going to take pause the film, get that bass off and let him go. And we'll go try to catch some big fish. It's still pretty rough out here. Getting rocking and rolling. I got my bed out, so I'm hoping that I don't get that all wet. But I had gone swimming and then laid down to take a nap. But I'm hoping that it starts to peter out. I'm keeping an eye on the horizon for another tsunami coming in. But thinking it'll die down. It's pretty tough fishing. There's all this seaweed out here, so in order to catch anything I got to keep jumping out there and reeling in the poles and pulling off the seaweed. I usually have a big pile of it back there, but I'm bound and determined. Damn waves. Okay. This water still hasn't calmed down. It's a couple hours later. As a matter of fact, because of the smoke, it's like red over there. At least it looks red to me through my glasses. I don't know, I can't tell if that's really red and covered on. But I just got a big hit. I'm back to running fast with the larger palas, but still no freaking camry. And I think I'll put about 28 hours boating this lake so far. So I'm kind of a glutton, but it would be a big deal, I think, to catch one. Wow, that water is just crazy. And I'm going with the waves right now, so it's not too bad, but it didn't take it long to get pissed off, and it's taken it a hell of a long time to settle down. So. sun. It's red. There's definitely a breeze blowing this way, but so far the seas are calm. Well, just about ready to go to bed. I got the boat all set up. I think I'm getting to be a better tent builder, packer, whatever it is. I don't know, a little more organized. It's kind of cool. So one thing that I'm doing differently is I've got a that mosquito net up here in the front, and so there's the bed and there's my pillows. But that should vent some air through there, and I don't have to worry too much about the bugs and stuff. And then I take all the food and everything and pack it real tight, and it's all on the bottom of everything. So, and then everything's back on the boat. I have to take everything off to kind of set it up, but and then throw it back on there just in case I have to move during the night. But it's really pretty little canyon here, and then this is that point that I'm on, so I think I should have a pretty quiet night here. I don't know what that is. It's like a lighthouse thing, and there's a big old stump out there. That's a Clark Fork River. There's a lot of, I don't know, it gets real shallow. It's about 15 feet all the way across out there, but then as you break out about there, it's, you know, it gets 50 feet and then gradually starts getting deeper and deeper until you get into the major part. Today, I guess I think it's Thursday night, and I think the weather said it's supposed to be Sunday there's going to be rain, but now the forecast is that Saturday there's going to be rain. So if I get a chance to break for the southern end of the lake tomorrow, I should definitely get over there. Otherwise I'm going to get stuck here for I don't know how long. So anyways, signing out. Well, let's see, I think it's Friday morning. Camped in a pretty nice spot last night. It was kind of weird, the wind was coming up the point, and so I pulled around like a eddy or whatever, and got in there and got all settled up. And then of course the wind switched directions, and then so I had to pull further up that channel, and then pretty much got a great night's sleep after that. So I'm guessing about 15 miles from anybody. I don't know, way down there. Let me see if I can move and see way. You can see that point that sticks out, and then there's another point that's barely visible, and that's where I came from. So I would guess that's probably about 15 miles, and there's absolutely nobody here. So I'm guessing I probably got about 15 miles to go to get to Bayview. And I've been fishing out here, and I started to see that dark water out there, and I kept you know, I'm eating my lunch here, so I got the barbecue going and stuff, and I'm watching that water, but it kind of just I don't see any white caps, and so I'm kind of back and forth. Should I turn around or should I keep on going? But I'll probably just keep on going and hope that that doesn't boil into another windstorm. Pretty wild though. Still not catching fish. I saw a lot of people fishing there at the mouth of the Clark Fork this morning, so maybe if I knew what I was doing, might be able to pick up some, but I don't know. I'll just stick with it. Okay, signing out. Making a run for it. Wish me luck. Hopefully that's not darker water that I see out there. I gotta batten down the hatches a little more, and then I'll put it into high speed here in a few minutes. wind's coming out this way. It's coming this way. So I'm kind of doing an angle across it, making a lot of splash. It's not too bad going directly into the wind. I figured I might be able to get out of the wind if I got over on this bank, and I see that cove there. So once I hit the other side, I'll have to make a choice either see what's in that little cove over there or keep on going. But I think I'll know once I get closer to that bank over there. But it's just these winds are probably going to get a lot worse here in 20 minutes. Yeah, right now I'm kind of riding along with the wind. It's kind of nice here. I'm going to that cove. It looks like hopefully they have some coffee there, because my coffee pot sucks. Oh, that's a pretty cliff and trees. Kind of, I don't know, this haze is kind of weird. You would think it'd make the fishing a little better with the red sun, but it sure would be nice to be able to see more of the mountains and stuff. But that's what forest fires do. I don't have my map out. There was a, I have no idea what this place is up here. Well, I'm driving into this bay. It kind of looks like this is where all the rich people live. There's a beautiful marina. There's a guy over there fishing. I should go over there and ask him what he's caught. But that might make me feel bad, so I'll wait on doing that. Hey, there's a boat dock there. Wow. I'll have to figure out where this is. This is a beautiful spot. My depth finder is fried. It looks like it's picking up. It says it's 96 feet. I don't know if I trust it because it's not showing a bottom on there. So I don't know. But all right, I definitely need some coffee. Oh my. Well, this place is Garfield Shores, or Garfield Bay, I should say. I ended up getting a boat slip for the night, so they've got showers here. The guy was pretty nice. I guess there's a bar up there. They're going to be having a wedding tomorrow, and so I'll just go get my little spot, and I can tie up the boat and you know, sleep there and not have to worry about too much junk during the night. It will be a little noisy out here because of the wind and all these boats creaking, but it should be a pretty nice night, I would think, out here. I don't know though. The one issue is that I think that tomorrow it's going to rain, and we know that when it rains out here it can really rain. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Well, I'm here at let's see, the captain's table here in Garfield Bay, and all over the wall they have these pictures of these huge ass fish. So that's what I'm trying to do, is catch one of those. Those are rainbow trout, the Kamloops. They're just huge. Gosh. I'm here probably the wrong time of year. I know if I was here in October, everybody's wearing coats. Man, that's a beautiful fish. And it just goes on and on. Let's see. What the hell? That looks like a king salmon. Not sure.
What are you doing, Miss Bella? Are you getting daddy scraps?
Well, that one says 10 pounds and 3 ounces. Look at that. Oh my God. Then she won money.
Well, start hanging out here, then I need the money, okay? What?
Derby 2009, second place. Wow, that was second place. Shit. The landscape is just incredible. I went to the bar. One of the locals there said the water is definitely too warm to catch anything, so they said I'd have to come back in late September to October before the fish will bite again. So I kind of believe them, but the other, the one benefit of coming out here in July was actually being able to see the whole lake. But I mean, it's just, I don't know if you can see some of this stuff I'm going by. It's just incredible. So tonight I'm gonna stay in Bayview. I may definitely get, or not Bayview, Garfield Bay. So I got my boat slip, and it should be safe tonight. I'm up probably about 2 or 3 miles, so I'll have to keep an eye out from behind me. I know last night the wind switched directions, so that means that right now I'm kind of going against the wind, which would be nice for the way back. But if the wind stops and suddenly goes the other way, then I'm going to be riding some, or getting a lot. I'll be pretty wet before I get home. I'm talked to one of the locals that had he had a 25-pound fish mounted in the bar, and he said he caught it on a fly and a planer, and it was November when he caught the fish, and it was just this huge, I'm trying to think, is it a Dolly Varden or something like that, I can't remember, but Gerard, it was a Gerard trout, is what it is. So anyways, it's so hazy up here because of the smoke. It's too bad, but I mean, just coming around these canyons. Oh, and those are the things, because I like to go right up next to those points. But if you can see, there's a big old rock sticking out there, and then right now it's 120 feet, and then in probably 2 minutes my depth finder will alarm for 20 feet shallow. So, but last time when I was here, the only way I was able to catch fish, and I didn't have anything to get real deep, was come around these points and run a little Rapala underneath those rocks as fast as I could, and pick up bull trout and lake trout. There's definitely, looking at the depth finder, it's working here pretty well. I think that I'm picking up lots of lake trout, but they're sitting about 40 feet deep. They still do have the bounty on here, so if I catch a lake trout, it's $15 a fish. I'm more interested in catching one of those trophy trout, obviously, but if I caught a 50-pound lake trout, I wouldn't I wouldn't mind that either. I was showing off some fish or pictures to some people I had talked to, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and they had a picture where they had 2 20-pounders that they were holding up, so they kind of beat my fish. But anyways, right now I got those big trout Rapalas on. I'm running fast. Here in a little bit, oh, I'm getting kind of tight in this corner here. Time to make a hard, crazy Ivan, as my uncle would say. All right, whew. Can't run the bank very fast, or running the bank fast has its risks, that's for sure. I've on my other boat, one time I was doing this and I tried to get a fish off, and I ended up being distracted for about 2 minutes on which direction I was going, and the wind blew me right into the bank. So I definitely don't want to do that to this boat. But anyways, I better sign out. Okay, I'm optimistic about this setup here. I got a rudder, which helps not twist my line. I've got a Dodger. Got quite a bit of length there, a leader, but I'm going to run that fly down there, and I'm going to try him about 20 feet deep. I like to run fast. I noticed that if I go too fast, those Dodgers will start spinning. But hopefully next time I tune in, I'm going to have that 20-pound cam loop trout on. Okay, hit some calm water, but as you can see, I'm headed back the other direction, so I'm trying to get back to Garfield Bay, but I'm hoping that that big dark line coming across the water isn't more nasty weather. And so I was kind of eyeballing it, but if it gets kicking, I gotta start hustle in, and because I got all 4 fishing poles out. All right, now I'm hoping that's not too bad, but it just sucks because the wind's been blowing one way all day long, and then there it comes the other way. So hopefully it's not going to build up too fast. Pretty spooky when it's when it looks like a tsunami coming across the water. Oh, it's not too bad. I don't see whitecaps yet, but there probably will be in about 15 minutes. I got my bedding and all that stuff. It's nice and dry, but damn it, it'd make things a lot easier if I would just catch that big fish. Got that fly on. My downriggers, depth finder's not doing too bad. It shows 253 feet. I've got pulled it up to 15 feet. I'm gonna try to get a little closer to the bank, but it's a bitch if you get your downrigger ball stuck on the bottom. So I have to be really careful. Yeah, you can see it kind of coming in, and it's starting to get just a little angry. All right, I'm gonna sign out. Okay, it's really important to time the music with the waves. If you can do that, you're good. I don't know if this will show up too well. At the marina, I'm guessing it's probably about 10 o'clock. Their time, maybe 11 o'clock. Boise time. Had the lantern out and was fishing. We decided to come in late. Trying to gear up for the rain tomorrow. Working on the top and the tent and everything. Be interesting what's going to happen tomorrow and the next day. When they say rain, they usually mean buckets of rain. So I did a couple of boo-boos today. One was I lost a couple of the poles for my tent. I moved the bed. I had it on top of the poles on top of the bed, and I put it on the couch, and then they fell off the boat. 2 of them. So I still have 2. So I'm using the fishing net for one pole, and then the lantern post for another one. So that ought to get me through the night. And we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Definitely my wife wants me home sometime soon, but I'm thinking I may have to stay here for a few more days. Anyways, I'll be going to bed, so signing out. Okay, I'm in bed here at the bay. That's like a tent pole going up there, kind of angled. Got plenty of room here. I'm on my bed, but took my little garbage can, turned it upside down, put it on the lantern pole, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's the fishing net turned upside down, but the fishing net's up towards the top, so the whole thing's tented. If it rains, we'll be good. The one thing about the rain and these tops is that you have to kind of tent them. Otherwise, the rain will just like leak through. So this way the rain will run off. Hopefully I'm not sealed too tight, but I see that there's some little gaps over on the side, so I won't run out of oxygen or whatever it is. I don't know. But then I can crawl out that little end or back there to get out. It's unfortunate that I don't have a better light in here. But anyways, going to sleep. Oh, this is a good song. Okay, I'm sure that's not enough, but man, that's a good song. I used to have 4 of those poles, now I only have 2. 2 are about 800 feet down in the water. Okay, signing out. Well, I guess it's, I'm trying to think what day it is. Saturday morning. Okay, yeah, Saturday morning. The wind's definitely huffing and puffing right now. These are my posts. I got 2 of them here, so I'm tented pretty well here. I rolled up the bed and put it back in this plastic thing. I think that this carpet, you know, if it really starts to get wet, I think that carpet may get damp. So I don't know for sure. But I'm. Oh, here's that. I don't know. There's my garbage can right there, and there's the lantern post, and then back there I've got the fishing net up there. It's posted pretty good. I'm gonna crawl out of the boat and we'll take a look. I'll probably lose camera here because of the change in the lighting here, so I'm gonna pause it. I'm not sure that this bay is like the best as far as the weather goes. I don't know. We're definitely not in the main part of it. The boat's pretty secure here as far as the weather goes. It's weird because the weather report, like they'll say, you know, yesterday they said 8-mile-an-hour winds, and I think it's kind of like my gas mileage. Whatever they say, times it by 2 or divide it by 2. So I think yesterday was 16-mile-an-hour winds, and then one of these days is supposed to be 12-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm betting out here on the lake they're 24-mile-an-hour winds. So it's really whipping here, but sure is a pretty place. There was lots of partying going on out here, but it was nice enough that I could sleep. So I had a pretty good night as far as sleeping goes, and I actually feel like it's almost every morning I've been getting up, I've been trying to drink at least about 3 waters. My cooler system's doing pretty good. I got the 2 coolers. One's got all the, you know, the beer and water in it, and the other one's got the food, and it's locked down pretty good. And you know, every other day I've been picking up a couple of bags of ice, and then my water gets so cold that it's actually got a little ice on top of it. So that's some cold water and some cold beer. So I'm starting up on my 3 waters this morning. That yellow one, I just have to be careful not to drink that. You know, things happen in the middle of the night, and you know, just that's one of the hazards. Don't drink any water that's warm and yellow on this boat. All right, signing out. Well, I'm on the shores here of Garfield Bay, and just woke up. There's supposed to be rain later today, and we got a little breeze going on out here, and you could see the waves out there. The one thing that I'm very optimistic about is the fact that the water temperature dropped quite a bit. Yesterday evening it had dropped 6 degrees from all the wind and stuff, and so the water temperature right now is still 68 degrees, but if we have 2 days of rain and wind like this, it should get the water temperature maybe back to the point where I can catch a really big fish. There's that point out there, and there was another point further out, and I was going by on my fish finder. I kept running by a school of fish. They were 120 feet down, and they were huge, and I picked them up. The water depth was about 400 feet, and I kept picking them up in the same spot right in front of a point out there. I did try dropping the downrigger down with that fly, but you know, obviously I didn't get a fish, but you know, I kind of know where they're at. I bet you that they're Mackinaw though, and that's kind of not what I'm after, but if I caught a 25-pound Mackinaw, I definitely wouldn't complain. So I don't know if you can see it, but this box is my air conditioner, and it's figure I'm just gonna take a nap here. I definitely got the sea legs going on, so it's more comfortable on the boat with it rocking than it is on land. But anyways, I'm gonna get my air conditioner going so I can take a nap. And it gets pretty hot underneath this little thing here, but if I put that in there, hold on. Okay, now there's this massive air coming off of that. Feels great. So I got my pillow here. I'm going to sleep on the couch and take a nap.